Hello everyone, my name is Fear Dragon, and welcome to the first Patreon vlog. Gonna be kind of new at this. I'm not used to doing vlogs, but welcome. So again, this is a vlog that is a benefit that was awarded by everyone because they were awesome, and I got a lot of support for the Patreon. So thank you, first of all, to everyone that actually supported the Patreon. I have a list of you guys. I know that I said that like $5 is going to be the amount for personal shoutouts on my personal stream, but I'm going to shout out to everyone on the vlogs at the end of this. So I'll be sure to do that in a little bit. But again, what is this vlog going to be? For those who don't know, this vlog is just going to be my weekly thing where I give you updates on where your money is going, what's going on with NA Ladder Heroes, what's going on with me, etc. It's something that I haven't really done in the past, and I think now is a good time to get started with that, with the whole Patreon thing going on. There's some degree of accountability of what is expected of me and what I'm doing with the money. So right now, all of the money is just going to be basically saved up for the first season of, or first month, not season, first month of NA Ladder Heroes. So that's going to begin beginning the first week of July, but the season, the NA Ladder season opens up on July 1st. Which means that the GM ladder list is not going to be available on July 1st. It's going to take like a week or so. So realistically, it's going to be starting about like a week after July starts. So we're probably going to have a slightly shorter week for July for the very first monthly tournament. It's probably going to only be 3 weeks and then the monthly tournament. But still, I think it should be more than enough to kind of test run, get a feel for the idea, kind of get things ramped up. But NA Ladder Heroes, well, what exactly is NA Ladder Heroes? Well, I'm glad that you asked me. This is NA Ladder Heroes. You can see over here, I got all of this big old Team Liquid thread. Look at this sick graphic, by the way, that Cybert made. Oh my god, Cybert's freaking awesome. Look at this fade. This fade between this color, the gradient, and to the background of Team Liquid. That was awesome. That was a nice touch, Cybert. I forgive you for misspelling the word heroes at first. But anyways, so here's kind of like the thread, and just to really quickly sum things up, NA Ladder Heroes, for those who don't know, is a monthly tournament that has qualifications that are based purely on the ladder. It's 100% everyone qualifies through the ladder, and there's also a weekly incentive for laddering. So even if you don't think you're going to qualify, you can still win smaller amounts of money by like every single week by just placing really, really high on the NA ladder. And everyone that's involved has to be registered. That's kind of like the mechanism for, one, paying people out, two, getting rid of barcodes. That's another big objective of this. I don't want to like minimize how many barcodes there are. And three, to avoid map hacking, win trading, etc. Everyone's registered, and if you are caught map hacking, win trading, whatever, cheating in some form, then you're banned from the event. I'm gonna have you on like a list on this Team Liquid thread. That's right over here. Am I pointing the right direction? Yeah, right over here. It's going to be somewhere on this Team Liquid thread, and you will just be permabanned until you can prove that that incident you got banned for, you were actually innocent. You're gone. I'm going to have like a very, very low tolerance on this. And I'm going to have a bunch of other people who are much smarter than I am helping me figure out and like sorting through like the accusations of like, oh my god, this person is cheating, etc. I'll have someone who's more competent looking at those replays, etc. Anyway, so that's kind of the idea for NA Ladder Heroes. I have some just going into like a bit more of the Patreon stuff and where that money is going. So right now I have, as of the time of recording this, I have $128 a month coming in from Patreon. That's freaking awesome. You guys are amazing. Like, I was not expecting this much. I was expecting, not gonna lie, I was expecting like $15, $20. I didn't think I was gonna get past $15, $20 for the first like month or two. So thank you very much on that. But that money, for now, is going to be saved up. We'll see kind of how the first month of July goes for NA Ladder Heroes. I kind of wanted to start off with a base prize pool. Then I can start saving up this kind of pool of funds for either running events or just straight up throwing it into NA Ladder Heroes. And once I start deciding to put some of that money into NA Ladder Heroes, this is the prize pool distribution that's going to be coming into. you can see over here, it sort of says like, okay, so 65, 35% split for the monthly versus the weekly, monthly finals versus the weekly incentives. You got 75, 25% split for weekly incentives in terms of first place, second place, and you got 60, 30, 10 split for the monthly finals. So that's first place, second place, and we're going to be playing at a third, fourth place match. So that's the split, and I set up those numbers because now, no matter how much money is coming in from Patreon or whatever, I have like a specific way I'm just going to be putting the money into the tournament. So that's sort of the idea behind this. The base prize pool is just money that I'm putting up, and it's approximately $100 a week. So it totals up to $400 a month. That's how all the monies come out, or the prize money comes out and everything. So that's a little bit of background on the NA Ladder Heroes in case you were too lazy and didn't want to read the thread or something. But that's also how that money from Patreon is probably going to be spent. July, or the money from June, going to be kind of saved up. July, we're going to test run things. Then probably August, we're going to start investing money from the Patreon after the Patreon's had a little bit of time to grow, etc. And if, I don't know, if it gets to some amazing amount of like $400 a month somehow, then before August, then I would actually just open up a European, like an EU Ladder Heroes. Because I know that a lot of Europeans, I wanted them to try laddering on NA, but I understand the sentiment and the feeling of like, it's just, the lag is really bad, and it's really frustrating, and it means bad practice, and that's not the idea behind this is to create good practice. So I don't want to have to like try and encourage EU players to get bad practice so that the NA players can get good practice. It doesn't make sense to do that. So we're going to stick with NA. EU players, Korean players, everyone is welcome to join in on the fun, because that's improving practice if they do decide to participate. But yeah. So anyways, I think that was all the stuff I want to talk about on NA Ladder Heroes. So moving on to me and what's going on with me this week is I am going to be, probably by the time I actually release this, it's going to be Saturday. I'm recording this on Friday night. But today I'm going to be doing casting with Jack Attack. This is not going to be like, oh, you know, we're doing some event or like some... No, it's just like Jack Attack and I really miss each other, and we wanted to cast some more together because it's been a while. So we're just going to get together and have a fun stream. So please stop on by. There's a chance that might even be going on right now if you're watching this. So hop on by twitch.tv/FearDragon64 or, you know, twitch.tv/JackAttackTV if you want to watch his stream. And yeah, we'll just be casting, and this will range from, I don't know exactly what we're going to end up casting. It will probably just be a lot of like viewer games. If you have replays that you want casted, if you want to play live, if you, I don't know, have a friend that you want to show match versus, awesome, like bring them along. We'll definitely just be looking for games to cast. So that's going to be starting around 2 p.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Eastern. So 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, June 6th, Saturday, June 6th. And I believe at a little bit later on in the day, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be casting RSL. I don't know who my co-caster is going to be, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun, and looking forward to that. After that, on Sunday the 7th, I swear to God I can do numbers. I swear to God. Sunday the 7th, I'm going to be doing Team Gravity Fight Night. That's going to be at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. So another 2 p.m. Pacific thing. So that's going to be Team Gravity Fight Night. You guys should definitely tune in for that one. That's going to be freaking awesome. I know that the final match is going to be Huck versus Scarlet. So it's going to be basically like a Canada war. Oh, it's going to be amazing. And those two actually face off and had a really, really close series on Team Gravity Fight Night before. So should be really, really fun. So those are the current plan casts. That means I'm going to be missing ESL NA Open this week, which kind of sucks, but I mean, that's sort of just the way that things go when I try and cast Team Gravity Fight Nights, which I always want to cast, but I also want to cast ESL NA Open, so that's kind of how it is. Besides that, I do work a full-time job as a software developer. I'm a software developer for Amazon, and of course, I'll add in nothing I say is ever representative of Amazon or any of their personal corporate beliefs or anything like that. I'm just putting that out there just in case. But yeah, I work as a full-time developer at Amazon. I've had a really busy like past couple of weeks, but I'm starting to hit like a slightly more calm period, so I'm probably going to be streaming more during the weekdays when I can. One of the other goals on the Patreon was that I was going to start doing stream coaching, where no, I'm not the one coaching. Don't worry, you guys don't have to listen to my terrible logic on the game, but I'm going to be getting lessons from other people, from GM level players. Oftentimes, I'm not going to lie, probably people who are from Breaking Out, because those are the players that I can probably get to like sit down and just talk with me about matchups and stuff. And that's going to be the kind of different thing than regular stream coaching. Is I'm going to be asking, for example, a Terran player to say, hey, can you sit down with me for like an hour and just really detailed map out and help me understand Terran versus Terran. How do the openings go? So I want to understand it from a commentator perspective, and I think that if you are a player and you're like a Terran player looking for help with TVT, it should also be helpful. You'll get a better understanding of how the openings go, etc., and all that good stuff. And same for Zerg and Protoss, etc. Although Protoss I do feel the most comfortable with just because I play Protoss. So I'm going to be reaching out to players, trying to get that set up, see if I can get that going. And yeah, I think that's actually pretty much it. So I don't want to keep this Patreon blog going for too long. I feel like that's a pretty good stopping point. But I want to give a huge thank you to all the people who are supporting me on Patreon. And that includes the wonderful Partoof. Partoof, you're freaking amazing, man. There's a reason why Base Trade named a currency after you. We got the amazing Joshua Restaurant, who is actually the one contributing $100. So, that is another note. He is actually eligible to set up a show match, a $50 show match. He's picking out the players. Right now, I believe one of the players that is, we'll wait until everything is actually completely decided, and then I'll go into who's been picked out and all that stuff in case it changes last second. But look forward to that. It's going to be a $50 show match happening at some point in the near future. We also have Galino Prone. Thank you very much. Zealous Sam, dude, you're freaking awesome. I can't wait to meet you again at the Base Trade event. KJ Freedom, go follow Psystorm Gaming, because that guy runs Psystorm Gaming. Bodane Urain, aka oh my god, I actually don't have to say his name very often. Zizla, there we go, Zizla, a really awesome guy, does a lot of YouTube videos on meching in TVP. So absurd, but yeah. Go check him out as well. Kale Christensen, dude, you're freaking awesome. Thank you very much. I believe Bubble Convolute is probably how you pronounce it, but Bobble Convolt is how I always say it in my head. And of course, Technotrans, a big thank you, man. He is one of the managers for Team Gravity and does Team Gravity Fight Nights and all that other stuff. So Scott's freaking awesome. So thank you guys very much. Those are my 8 patrons right now. If you guys do want to support me on Patreon, I'm very much appreciative. All of the money is just going to be going toward events and that kind of stuff. Whether it be any Ladder Heroes, Breaking Out, other offshoot tournament ideas that I have, and this vlog is going to tell you what I'm spending the money on and everything, but none of it's going to be going toward my Chipotle or my beer fund or anything like that. Just going to esports. So thank you guys very much, and I will see you guys next week. I guess Saturdays is the day that I'm going to be doing these things, so see you next Saturday.